Make sure to keep like, keep working throughout the session. We are going to take several steps. If you like fell behind somewhere, if you have questions, let me know. We will take different steps, so it could become a little bit confusing over time. So whenever you have questions, just try to let me know. Okay, so create a new project. Want to make sure that we start from the beginning. Yes. It's just the same data set, but you can download the data set again to make sure that we go through the steps from the beginning. Okay. This will be similar to your next homework. So I want to make sure that we do one practice for the next homework, not this homework. Tableau, second part. Okay, so let's create the project. Okay, so the first thing is importing the data. So let's go ahead and import the data. If you make sure that you place the file somewhere that you're not going to delete it. If you delete the project, the data source, or move it to somewhere, then if you go to the Tableau, it will show you an error. If you see that message, it means that it is not able to find the data source. So you have to go and locate the data source again, so you can see the charts that you've created. So in this case, I'll go to file. Okay, now here, open. So I have the data set here. Open it. Okay, so let's review. The first thing is we have the view, so that's the starting point. We want to add the tables that we have, and if we have more than one table, we want to make sure that we create the links correctly. So in this case, I have 3 tables. I'll just start from customer table and drag it to the view. And I know that the other tables are linked to each other. So one by one, once you start dragging the other tables, it tries to also create that link. Check the link to see if it is correct. So order and customer table are linked. So we are just going to leave it there, and it actually creates the link. And from here, you can see the link. If it wasn't able to find the correct link, make sure to check this part, like customer ID from customer table, customer ID from the order table. The same way for the product table. You see, if I try to add this, it might try to create a link between the customer and product table, which is incorrect. I'll just make sure that drag it and make sure that the link is correctly set. The link is between the product and order table. How do I know it? I know that in the orders table, I have a product ID. We've learned in Access database that that would be similar to what we had as a foreign key. So from here, I can see orders, product ID, and then product ID. These are matched. Now we can start working on it. So the first thing is making sure this is correctly created. Any question? You created it? Yes? Okay. So that's it. Let's start. This time, we're gonna focus on actually creating a very nice interactive dashboard, okay? So we wanna create a few things, and then we'll focus on creating the dashboard. So first, I wanna create a calculated field. I wanna review things that we talked about last session. We learned about 2 things most importantly, creating a parameter and using it, and also creating a calculated field. So first, it's the same data set. That's why we're already familiar with everything that is here. We have the profit, we have the sales, we have quantity, and so on. So I want to create one new field to show profit ratio. Profit ratio. What's the profit ratio? It's just sum of profit divided by sum of sales. It's a profit ratio. So I don't have that field. I'm going to create it. In order to create a new field, you need to click on the down arrow at the data tab, go to calculated field. Okay, click on calculated field. Here we can inside the box, that's where you type your formula. So I'm going to name this. This is my field. What is that? It's profit ratio. It is profit ratio. Okay. What's the profit ratio? It's sum of sales divided sum of profit divided by sum of sales. The same way I'm going to create it here. So profit ratio is sum of profit divided by sum of sales. Like you might have other like formulas and like that's the same way. Just make sure that you create it correctly. So here I can type sum, okay, type sum, enter, and like inside the parentheses, profit. Sum profit divided by sum sales. Okay, so this will give me profit ratio. You see, inside the box, I only typed the formula. I didn't type like this is equal to like profit ratio. Like basically, once you do that, it assumes that the profit ratio is equal to this. Okay. The other way is that you can also like type sum and then drag the like field that you're using inside the parentheses, making sure that like it's inside the parentheses. Total profit divided by total sales, it is giving us profit ratio. So sum and then sales. Okay. This is our profit ratio. Good. So click OK. And once you click OK, then you can see your like your field here. If you want to go back and like view it, if you want to go back to check it, edit it, just click on the down arrow next to profit ratio. And then you will see like edit, click on edit, and then you can like see the formula. Make sure that there is no red thing here. Okay. If there is a red message here, means that like the formula is not complete, it's not correct. So you have to revise it. You're not going to be able to use it. Okay. So that's our profit ratio. Great. Now, let's create a bar chart. Let's create a bar chart that shows for each subcategory profit ratio. For each subcategory, we want to see profit ratio. So for each subcategory, we want to see profit ratio. And we are going to create just a bar chart. Okay. Let's see. What is happening? For each subcategory, profit ratio. Okay. For each subcategory, profit ratio. Let's change the dimension. Okay, so I want to have this way. Okay, let's apply a few more things here. First, I will sort the results. Okay, profit ratio. And then I have the profit ratio. One thing I can do, like you remember, like changing the format. We can also like if we are working with like a scales and like we want to specifically change the format of a scale, we can do that. Just click on the scale, click right on the scale, click right on the scale, and then you will see format. Whenever like you want to change the scale of a chart, just click on the scale itself. It could be like currency or it could be like person, anything. Just click on it, click on format, and then you will see it here. You see the scale from numbers. This one, what is it? It's a profit ratio. So we can like maybe like specify it as a percentage. I'll select percentage here. Okay. And then from here, you can choose like how many decimal places that you want to keep. So let me do this again. Click on the scale, click right, and then click on format. Okay, click on format. Then from here, numbers, I will select percentage, and then I can also specify the decimal. In this case, it's a chart. I don't need the decimal. I'll just go with 0. So I only have like the percentage. Okay, so we can see that actually in tables, we have nearly negative 5% profit ratio. Okay. I'll also use like subcategory to color the results. So I think this is much better. I was using it different in last session. Okay. Can use the subcategory. Anyway. Now, again, from last session, we also talked about parameters. One of the reasons that we use first, what is the use of a parameter is that like using parameters in formulas in like charts allows the user to interact with the chart and like change the values and like update the chart based on a specific value. In order to add a parameter to a chart, we need to take a few steps. First, make sure that you already have the parameter. We don't have it. So the first thing is we need to create the parameter. So we want to create a parameter that will allow will apply it to this chart to show us top n products. This was the one that we worked on last session to filter the result for a specific number of like top n, let's say subcategories, okay, with the highest profit ratio. So to create that top n parameter, first click on the down arrow, click on parameters so you can create a parameter. First is like creating the parameter. If you don't have it, you might have already created it and you can like use it in different charts. Since we don't have it, we'll just create the parameter. In the parameter creation, a few things you want to specify: the name of the parameter, the data type, the current value, and then if you want to specifically set a range, like you might like see in the question that it specifies that, hey, set a range, that then you can do it. In this case, my parameter is called top n. I'm going to call it top n. I'm going to use it to let the user to select like top 10 products, top 5 products. Okay, so that's what we're creating here. We're creating a parameter that allows the user to like select top like n. That means it's an integer, so the data type should be specified as integer. Okay, the values are like 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, the integer value. So the data type of the parameter should be integer. Current value. What's the current value? Like think of it as the default value. Whenever once you apply that parameter to the chart, that's when it starts. That's the value with this, like with which it will start. If I said 1, it may not make sense. So just I think like top 5 products. So whenever I apply to that chart, it starts with showing top 5 products with the highest profit ratio. Okay, so I set the current value to 5. It makes sense in this case. I think I want to like add a range 2 for the top end. I'll just like select minimum to 1. That's okay. Maximum, let's just set to 20. Okay, we don't want to like have very big like results. Okay, 20 should be enough. Here, like just in case, like a step size is okay. Like you can like select it and it's like a step size 1. Like it says like if you select it and like a specify different, like the default, you can see that it's 1. If you specifically want to say like how many steps move every time, then you can select it and like specify it there. But you can like leave it empty as well. Okay, so we created a parameter. We are creating a parameter. We set the data type to integer. We set the name to top n, current value to 5. I set the range minimum to 1, maximum to 20, and click OK. Okay, so I created my parameter. I can see it. I can see it here. Okay, can like kind of like drag it a little bit. If you wanted to go back and edit it again, always click down arrow, click on the like the parameter, click on the down arrow on the parameter. Okay, what is happening here? I think I moved it and it's kind of like getting mixed up. Okay, then click on edit and then you can see it and you can change it. Okay, so first is that we need to have the parameter. Then we can we see what is the point here. So in this chart, we want to use that parameter to filter the results. Okay, so that will tell me that like, hey, I'm using this to filter. In order to filter like the results for top n, okay, top n subcategories, like in this case subcategory with the highest profit ratio, so I need to click on subproduct, subcategory. Okay, once you click on the down arrow, you will see the filter. You will see the filter. Click on filter. Then you have 4 tabs. In this case, I will select the top tab. You can see that for now, we don't have we don't have any filters that uses the top. That's when we select the next one. So top. if you see like you see that 10, so it has like a top 10, like automatically if you like you don't create a parameter and use it, like it will show the top 10 products. But in this case, we already created a parameter and like we want to use it to filter the results. That's why when you click on the down arrow here, you will see your parameter. You will see your parameter. So click on top N, okay, profit ratio top N, and then click OK. So what it shows us the top 5 because we set the current value to 5 when we were creating it. Okay. So that's how we apply parameter to filter the results. Okay. I'll do this quickly again. So once you created the parameter, click on the down arrow, go to filters, click on top tab, by field, and then select top N. Okay. Then click OK. This is correctly applied to the chart, but it's not complete yet. There is one more step to take anytime you're using a parameter. What is that? Making sure that you're showing the parameter. The point was that to allow the user to change the value, right? So in this case, I don't see how I can change it. In order to allow the user to change it, we need to make sure that we are showing the parameter. So click on the down arrow next to the parameter and make sure that the show parameter is checked. Make sure that show parameter is checked so it shows on the right side. Okay. Now I can see that on the right side. Okay. So if I change it, it will show me like the results based on a specific number that the user is selecting. Title, customize bar format. Okay. So that's about creating a parameter to show top end subproduct. I'm trying to figure out what it's like, why it's not showing like this result. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, actually 6, and then it shows the rest. It's a little bit sometimes tricky, like to figure out exactly what is happening. Okay, so that's about it. To create a parameter, apply a parameter to a chart. Okay, that was one of the ways that we're using parameter. You need to go back to review like the ones that we worked on last session where we actually use the parameter in a formula. Okay, in a formula. So we created that. Let me change this chart title. This is profit ratio. Okay, profit ratio of for each sub category. Profit ratio for each sub category. Let me see what is the measurement. Okay, we don't have a continuous. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Center font and profit ratio for each stock category. I'll just set this to like, let me see. Profit. Okay. Query 1. Okay. Let me see if I applied everything. I think I covered everything. Okay. Any question about this chart? No? Yes.
Did you get the parameter right side?
Oh, so just click on the parameter, click on the down arrow, and then like you will see show parameter, make sure that it is checked. Okay. It worked? Okay.
Okay.
Any other question? Okay. After this, we are gonna do like a few steps that we haven't done before. So make sure that like follow me through the way. So what we want to do, we want to create KPIs. Like KPIs is usually if you've seen them in like dashboards, these are just like exact numbers, like total sales, total revenue, like average profit or something like that. Just one value that shows the total or like a result of a calculation. So KPI is showing like to compare and see like how much revenue you had in a specific year. Okay. So we want to create KPIs. KPI is like kind of a straightforward. Like there is no chart here. For a KPI creation, every KPI should be placed in one worksheet. So for every KPI, you need one worksheet. This one, I'm going to create a KPI that shows total sales or sum of sales. So what I will do, I click on sales, okay, drag it to text. Drag it to text. Okay, so drag it to text. What I see is just the total sales, sum of sales, and that's it. That's my result. Now I need to like make adjustments to the design of that. So first, click on the text and click on this like the three dots so you can make updates to the format of the text. So click on the text, then click on the dots. Now let's format this with 26, make it bold. You can change like if you want, you can change the format, like just keep on like make sure that you remember this like the format settings that you're selecting, you're going to apply that to the other KPIs too. So keep the same formatting for the other ones. Okay. So that's a for now, I'll use that 26 bold and then like at the center. Okay. Next. Sure. Okay. So again, for a KPI, first drag that back, like the one that KPI you're creating. We are creating for total sales. So we'll drag it to text, and it shows us like the result as a text. Then click on text, click on these three dots, so you can change the format. Okay. And then from here, like select the format setting that you're looking for your KPIs. I'm gonna use like 26. Then bold and like center. Okay. Now, it's a monetary value, so let's change the format to currency. So click down arrow, click on format and change the format to currency. Okay, click on format and then from here, change numbers to currency. Oh, currency. Okay. Oh, I choose the wrong one. Okay. This was the one. Sorry, my bad. Okay. But this one, default number to currency. Okay. Now, for the title, double click on the title. Okay, double click on the title. So for the KPIs, usually there is some small title that indicates what is that value. Okay, we want to have the focus on the value itself, not the title. That's why we're gonna like have the title to be small and less color, like a lighter color. So this one I will call it like, let's say like total sales. Okay. I'll leave it just at the left side and then select it and change the color to gray, light gray, a little bit light gray. Okay. Just a little bit light gray. And like keep the font, like I think 15 is fine for this one. Okay. Just again, keep in mind, just follow the same format that you're choosing for each one of them through the other KPIs that you're going to create. Then click OK. So that's my total sales and like the value. So one is the title. Okay, one is the title. And that's the format I'm selecting. For the colors, I selected this like light gray. You might like go and like change, like select a different color as well. So that's about it. I will change the sheet to total sales, so I kind of like remember it. Sales. Okay. Good. Now let's create another KPI. So again, we're gonna need another worksheet. So create a new worksheet, do the same things for the next one, and then I'll go over them. So this time we are creating it like a KPI for profit. The same thing this time for profit. You have the profit here. See if you can create a KPI for profit. Okay, so first, again, I'll drag profit to text, okay? I'll drag profit to text, okay? Drag profit to text. I'll see the profit, total profit, sum of profit, okay? So then click on text, click on the three dots for text to update the format of the text. Okay, so make sure that you're following the same, like whatever you chose, but follow that, like because you want to show them, you want to make sure that the formats are like followed the same way. I chose like 26 bold and like black as the color. I'll like go with that. Actually, maybe I could have like chosen like blue and like a green. I'll come back to this. Okay. And then change the format to currency. So I click on the down arrow, go to format and change the format to currency. Okay. Then click on title. We're gonna change the title to total profit. I'll use font like 15, color like light gray. So I choose this one, light gray. Again, these are things that will like also depend on what color you choose for your dashboard. Okay, the background of your dashboard. Like I'm gonna like choose white as a dashboard background, but later if you change your background color in the dashboard, then you have to come back and like adjust the color to create a good contrast. It depends on what like color you choose for your dashboard. So that's about it, and then click OK, and that's my total profit. Okay. Good. I'll change this to, okay, total profit. Now, one more thing, one more KPI to work with. I want to also create one KPI for profit ratio. We just created a profit ratio. Let's create another KPI for profit ratio. Again, do that, and then we can work together. So I want to place every KPI in a new worksheet. So first, we create a new worksheet and then drag that KPI. In this case, like we have the profit ratio, drag it to text. Okay, so we can see the profit ratio. Okay, then click on text, click on the three dots so you can change the font, like format of the text. Okay, click on text, click on three dots. You will see this again, the same settings that you chose. I chose 26 and and click OK. Now, I also want to change the format here as well. So click on the down arrow, the same way you will see format. Okay, click on the format. From the numbers, this is like let's select percentage. Okay, let's select percentage. And you might like decide to keep like decimal places, like depending on what like you're looking for. Like I want to make it like a straightforward, so I'll just like set this to 0 for now. So I can just like show like percentage without any decimal points. Okay. So click on down arrow, go to format, and then from format, click on numbers, and from here, select percentage, and like change the format to percentage. Any question? Okay, let's change the title as well. So here, click on the title. This is profit ratio, total profit ratio, or just profit ratio. Change the color to light gray. Okay, then click OK. I'll also change this to profit ratio. There is no like a specific thing about like how do you name these things, I think. Just like the way that you think it's better to like, name them, name the worksheets, and like you can use them just in case you can remember what is that chart, what is that worksheet. Like you might have many worksheets, you want to like remember which one is being used where. Okay. So for now, let's have them, and then we can like if we have time, we'll come back and like work on other charts. Now we want to create the dashboard. So click on the window with the plus, the new dashboard. What we want to do, want to create a dashboard with these like the things, the charts that like information we just created. So let me review a few things we talked before. This is your dashboard. A few things you can change. You can change the size of the dashboard. From here, you can like, let's say I will like, I will increase the width and decrease the height a little bit. That's just like depends on what like where you're presenting it. Then you can click on the dashboard like at the toolbar dashboard, click on format, and here you can change the background. Again, what is your background depends on what you're presenting, what is your goal of that presentation. Like from here, you can change like the background color. Just make sure that like whenever you change the background color, go back and like make sure that the KPIs, the charts, the colors that you've selected fit into that color. For this one, I will just go with the white, okay? Go with white. And then there are other chart like things that you can apply. Even like here, if you check it, you will see the title, and like you need to like you can like go and like change the title and format the title. I won't need the title here. Okay. Now, so when I start, simply just like dragging the charts and creating the dashboard. So first, I will start with the KPIs one by one. First, total sales. I'll drag the total sales to the dashboard. Okay. Once you added the chart, make sure that like, okay, I want to like, do you see this like on the right side, the three options here for your chart? Whatever chart you add, think about, do I want to adjust the size? Do I want to like change the size? In this case, we want to make sure that we are going to change the size of this, like this box, okay? In order to do that, first we need to change it to floating. So click on the down arrow here. Okay, click on the down arrow here. You will see floating. If you check it, then it will make that chart floating, and then you can adjust the size of that chart. So I will select floating. Now I can click on the handler here, okay, and then move it all the way. Or I can also like adjust the size. Okay. So I will place it here. This is my total sales. Okay. Now let me also do the same things like next for the other chart. So this time total profit. I'll drag it here. You see it shows up like at the top. Make sure that like click on the down arrow and select it as floating. Okay. Anytime you add the chart, if you see like it doesn't look correctly, change it to floating and then adjust the size. Look at like place the chart at the right place. So I select floating, then click on the handler for the chart and then move it. Make sure that like you're placing it in the right, like, order, like, or basically right row. I'll also, if we have time, I'll explain it different ways so that you make sure they're organized correctly in the same line. Okay, so for now, this is good. And I will decrease the size a little bit. Then I can move it. Okay. So profit, total sales, and then profit ratio too. Okay, added the profit ratio, click on the down arrow, click on floating. Okay, add the profit ratio. You see it's showed at the in behind the chart. I'll click on floating, then I can move it. For some reason, I don't know why it's like showing like profit and then ratio at the next line. I'll have to probably check the settings. Let's see. Okay. Standard. Okay, I'll just keep this as standard and then for now, leave it here. Just making sure that it is at the right place. Okay. Good. So usually just the KPIs come at the top, organized well, like in that like direction to kind of like shows like your total profits, total sales, total revenue, like loss. Like you can create so many different KPIs and add them to your dashboard. Now we have one chart for now. So what I will do, I will drag the chart here, drag the chart, and then again, I'll select click on the down arrow for the chart and select floating so it becomes floating, then I can adjust the size of the chart. Okay, so it becomes this. I'll move the chart here and then increase the size, kind of look like this. Okay, so now, like always, I think this is good to have one column. It's like a column. Keep that column for all the filters, the like the legends, all those things in one specific column. So whatever you have, like place them in this like kind of column here. And then this chart, let's say this is our dashboard. So in order to see the dashboard, I can simply like click on this like something here. Well, for some reason, this is like, yeah, if I can close this. Okay. So here I can click on it and I can see my dashboard. This is good. Let me just increase the size now. So I want to create this one. Okay. Okay, this is my dashboard now. I can change, like you see, I can change this parameter value. I can see the result. Okay. So this is good, but it's not complete yet. Why it's not complete yet? You see here, I'm kind of like working only with one chart, but these are like kind of a static. The KPIs are static and not changing for different filters. The good feature, like the thing about dashboard is that it allows you to like have so many different filters and like apply those filters and see the results for specific filters. So I want to see how we actually can add that to our dashboard now. Okay, so this is the part. Now let's see how we're going to take the next step to add additional filters to our dashboard. So first, I want to add country as one of the dashboard filters. I want to add country as one of the dashboard filters. So what I can do, I can go back to the chart. Okay. I'm going to go back to the chart, drag country to filters. Drag country to filters. Okay. Drag country to filters. Drag country to filters. For this chart, we didn't need it like a country as a filter. That's why what we are going to do, we're going to just select all so it doesn't impact the chart that we are creating here. So select all, and that's what we'll have here. Okay. Click OK. Great. Let me check one thing before I add this. If it didn't work, we can come back and add the other ones. Okay, so now let me click on this, like go back to the dashboard, click on the down arrow for the chart. Okay, let me see if it is now available. It is now available. Okay, so click on the chart, click on the down arrow, go to filters, and you see the country. Okay, see the country? Click on country so you can see the filters in your dashboard. Okay, so we added country as a filter to this chart. Like we only selected all of them so it doesn't impact the chart that we created here. Then we went to the dashboard. For the chart, click on the down arrow here. You have multiple options. You can even like hide the chart title or you can keep the title. But click on the down arrow and you have the filters. And then go here and select country. Okay, select country and you will see countries showed up here. Okay, so let me this time make sure that it's floating. It's already floating, right? So I'm gonna have to readjust the size to make sure that it fits on the right window. That's what I have for here. So let me just like find this thing and like decrease the size. Just make sure that it is fits into my chart. Okay. I have this. Okay. Yeah, so now I will decrease this here as well and drag it here, and that is my okay. Okay. So we added country to the and like country filter here in this, but it's still one step we need to take. Okay. Let's see if what will happen. I'll unselect this and you see that the other ones don't change, but the chart changed, right? So if I select it, like let's say if I select United States, this is the only chart that is changing because this filter is only being applied to that chart. But I want to use this filter to apply to all the charts here, everything here. In order to do that, I will click on the, like you see, make sure that you're on the country. So let me see here. Okay, you're on the country. Click on the down arrow here for the country. Apply to worksheets. And from there, select, okay, select all using this data source. All using this data source. Okay, so again, like make sure that you I'm gonna place country here and then click on that and like the country filter, click on the down arrow, click on form apply to worksheet, and you see it's selected only to this worksheet. I want to change it to all using this data source. Okay, and that's it. Now let's deselect this, and now we can see like it is applied to everything. So what I will do, I will select United States. Okay, so now my dashboard works with that filter. So every time I select one, like everything from the country, the information in the KPIs, in the charts are updated based on that specific filter. So then the user is able to like kind of interact with that one specific filter and like see the results for that filter. Okay. Question. Yes.
You get it like scroll.
This one. So it was a very big chart, so I'm gonna remove this. Once I added from the filters, clicked on country, it's big. So what it makes sure that it's like floating, right? And then just start like decreasing the size, dragging up, decreasing the size, dragging it up. It's very big. Okay. As much as finally like it's like a small enough to fit here. Okay. Probably there's another way to do this. I'm just like at this point, this is like this should work. Okay. So fit it into there. And then make sure that click on the down arrow here, go to apply to worksheets, and then make sure it is selected to all using this data source. Okay, so let's apply a different filter too. What I will do, I will go back to the chart and also apply category here. So I will drag category to the filters. Okay, drag category to the filters. I'll select all of them. Okay, making sure that that doesn't impact the chart. Okay. Now let's go back to the dashboard. Click on the chart. Click on the down arrow. Go to filters, and you will see category. Okay. The same way, click category, and then make sure that it is applied to it, like not to that worksheet, but to everything. So I have the category here. I'll place it down and then click on the down arrow here, go to apply to worksheet and change it to apply to this data source. Okay. So we've created a chart like has several like filters, and like that's what we are looking for with the dashboard that allows the user to see like what they're looking for. Different users might have different purposes of using the dashboard. You're not going to create like one dashboard for everyone. So you're like allowing the user to interact with that dashboard and like look for the information that they're looking for. Like, that would help them to get the result they're looking for. Okay. Does this look good? So I wanted to make sure that we create an actual like a version of like the dashboards that you probably see in different like platforms. You can add more charts to this dashboard and the same things that we've done here. Like think about like the keyboard and like adding the KPIs, making sure that like you have the right like filters, and then applying the filters to all the charts that you're using here, and then just like interact with it. Like that will help you to find different answers for different questions from the results. Great. Any question? Good. Okay, I hope this was fun. Like once you do it, like it is fun to do. And actually on if you close I'll just save this. Let me save it. Okay, so what I will ask you to submit is just like you can click here, and then you have this, and take the screenshot of your dashboard and upload it. That would be it. So if I close this, save it. Let me close it. Okay, I want to show you something. Okay, so you can see that the Tableau itself has some examples of the dashboards like retail sales. Okay, you can double click on the examples here and then go to the dashboard. Okay. Okay, these are very a complex things that we don't want to do, but you can see always having that KPIs, the color sets, making sure that they fit with the chart that you're presenting. Okay, so this one, okay, this is one showing that total sales, sales per store, and then the country. So creating those dashboards and making sure we have a KPI and then fitting that and then applying those charts. So you can see different examples in here as well. Okay, so that's it for today. Let me just also activate the I don't know the today's keyword or an attendance key. You can refresh your account and then you will see the code. Code. Okay. I created the code. When you go to the app, you will see those. Okay.